Okay, sorry.
Often change its appearance to its binary opposite. This change will also cause its appearance to change in any video footage, photograph, or even artistic depictions created prior to said change to match its new physical appearance. It's been stated that a vicious liquid will constantly leak from its orifices, which has been proven to be corrosive to any material that may come in contact with it, aside from the mask itself. The name of the liquid is unknown and is anomalous in its appearance, being only visible from the front and showing no signs of existence when looking from the back of the mask. A true fear factor to consider would be the fact that any person to come within 2 meters of the mask will have a strange compulsion to put the mask on.
I hate masks.
After doing so,
Ugly.
the individual will have a different waveform sent through their brain, causing them to become brain dead. However, the consciousness of SCP-035 is still very much present and will continue to possess and control the actions that the victim makes. In addition to this, SCP-035 has been shown to be very manipulative, being able to corrupt and cause sudden fluctuations to the psychological mindset of any other person within a certain distance of the mask. Subjects have been quoted to say that it has an intimate knowledge of how the human brain works and would be able to change the views of any individual if given enough time. SCP-035 has been found to be able to possess anything that has a humanoid shape, including mannequins, corpses, and even statues. The subject has been able to motivate all into movement, removing the need to expose live subjects. Personnel within 10 meters of SCP-035 have recently reported feeling unease, stating that they can hear unintelligible whispering. Several others have suffered from severe migraines. The object has been monitored, but there is no change in its dormant behavior, and no sounds have been recorded. SCP-035 is kept within a hermetically sealed glass case, no fewer than 4 inches thick. This case is to be contained within a steel, iron, and lead-shielded room at all times. Doors are to be triple locked at all times, with the exception of allowing personnel in or out. Guards remain outside at all times and are not allowed within the containment room under any circumstances.
SCP-439 Object Class Euclid. SCP-439 is an insect of unknown origin that uses the human body as a habitat for its colony. The process begins by the queen entering the body via the mouth when the subject is asleep. The insect will crawl down the trachea, creating a nest within the lungs. A few hours after awakening, subjects will complain of an ever-increasing tightness of the chest, followed by a consistent, sharp pain located in the abdomen. Soon after, the victim will begin to suffer from rabid fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva, a disease which turns muscle tissue into bone. The sheer spread of this procedure causes some bone matter to breach through the skin and become exposed, causing a great deal of pain to the subject at hand. In a matter of 3 days, the subject's skeletal structure will have distorted and stretched in such a way that their body is no longer recognizable as human, taking the shape of a circle and anchoring itself to its current location and feeding off the organs within the body. Prior to this, the victim will have felt the strong compulsion to seek shelter of some sort in a small, enclosed space. The host, now in its new territory, creates a hive of insects consisting of warriors, workers, and drones within this new skeletal cage. In a particularly disturbing development, Dr. Anderson performed a range of experiments to determine the extent of damage to the host body after it has finished the transformation into a hive. While it was previously discovered in autopsy that portions of the brain are hollowed out to serve as food, others are left intact, presumably to regulate what bodily functions continue. While the eyes are eventually reached and used as a food source, opening the eyelids and examining them with a flashlight discovered that the host's eyes followed the beam. Experimentation was ceased, and no further testing was scheduled.
Mr.
SCP-895. Object Class Euclid. SCP-895 is an oak wood coffin which was recovered by the SCP team when there were reports of strange footage within the surveillance tapes regarding this particular object. SCP-895 is stored in an isolated underground containment cell at a depth of approximately 100 meters. This SCP is reported to cause disturbance to photography or video equipment within a range of 50 meters. These disturbances include vivid hallucinations and graphic images. The strangest factor of this is that those physically in the presence of SCP-895 will not experience any of these hallucinations. It's also stated that obtained footage within a range of 5 meters of the SCP will cause severe psychological trauma and hysteria from the subject. Again, even if footage is obtained from 5 meters away from the subject, those who are physically present with the SCP will not experience any kind of the trauma. And in previous operations, mobile units have even made physical contact with the coffin, and apparently, unexplained paranormal activity has been reported if the lid is removed. An audio excerpt was recovered off of site.
Now playing audio excerpt from the SCP-895 recovery log.
That's
Team 1, command. All civilians have been detained and evacuated. You're clear to move in and capture. Command 1, lead. Roger, we are moving in. We are inside the lobby. Video check. Team 1, command. We're seeing blood on the walls. Please confirm. Negative, command. It's clean in here. Nothing out of the ordinary.
It gets weirder.
It's gone. Team 1, advise possible memetic properties in effect. We are in the storage area. Object located. Christ, it's moving. Team 1, confirm. Object appears to be alive and moving. Command negative, we see no movement. 2, open it up. Command 1, lead. The object appears to be empty. Command, do you copy? Command, do you copy? Shit! We're bugging out! Close that thing! Now!
End of recording.
Alright,
So he doesn't have a
looking
heart
at the
attack.
second security monitor of the SCP-895 maintenance tunnel. Now, the personnel here have witnessed this paranormal occurrence over the past few days now. It's not as devastating as the activity that was first witnessed when we found it. Maybe it's getting progressively weaker, we're unsure. Anyway, if you see right here, at the 4-minute mark, the camera feed starts getting more interference, okay? Normally, this is usual, but see right here. You see this outline of some sort of figure looming over the camera? We're not sure what that is, but alright, there's this one over here, at the far back wall. This 4-legged creature emerges, gets near the camera, and vanishes. Can't really pinpoint what these are. Maybe they are spirits of SCP-895? We are not sure.
We're gonna end it here, god damn it. We're at the 6-point mark. Give me... Now, end it. I'm kind of